So hey guys, Gabriel here, and today something happened at my work. Part of it was my fault, but at the same time, it's like I really don't care because I really hate my boss. I really do not like her. No one at that job likes her. And let me just tell you the story. So I was at my job. I clocked into work at 11 today, and I go to work and everything, and I just start doing like all like the tasks that I have and everything. I'm gonna keep on saying manager and boss, but keep in mind they're the same people. My boss comes up to me and says, Gabriel, do a lobby check. So I was like, okay, I'll do a lobby check. And if you guys don't know what a lobby check is basically where you just clean the whole lobby and just, start wiping down tables and everything. So I do that. I start wiping down all the tables and everything. And then we have these little voice prompts in our headsets because since this is a fast food place, we have these little voices in our headsets that like say, hey, do this, do that. And we don't really like listen to them because they honestly are just a distraction to us. Not really a distraction, it's just like they just put repeated reminders like, hey, do this, do that, but we really don't listen to them. Not even our managers listen to them. And there's this one prompt that tells us to turn squares. Now, me personally, I haven't turned squares since the first day I've gotten at that job. The only time I can remember doing squares was only a few months ago, and this is when the old managers, before they quit, were still here. Might I add you, the reason why they quit was because of this current manager. So the voice prompt said, turn squares. Now, I didn't really expect anything to get out of this, but my manager, who's done this for the very first time in her 9 months of working here, she said, Gabriel, can you turn those squares? And I thought she was literally joking because she has never told anyone there to turn squares. Like, I've never heard her tell anyone to turn squares. Maybe like a couple of times here and there. I haven't done that task, let alone see anyone else do that task in literal months. Like, I genuinely cannot remember the last time someone has done that. Might I add you, she already sent me to do a task that she gave me. I was already cleaning tables. I wasn't even halfway through, let alone even a quarter of the way done. I just started doing that. So I was shocked that she was giving me a job, even though I was already doing a job that she already assigned me to do. So that's even why I thought it was even more of a joke, even though this is the most unfunniest bitch imaginable. So I tell her, I haven't done that since I started working here. And she told me, is that a yes or no? And I was like, however you want to interpret it. And then she tells me, what do you mean by that? And I tell her, I don't know, use Google Translate. And that's the joke that pissed her off for some odd reason. And the reason I said that joke was because we were making jokes about this other person who was like using Google Translate on our menu. We were making fun of the text-to-speech, not the person who can't speak, proper English. He obviously needed, Google Translate, but it was just funny that Google translated his thing wrong. And after I said that joke, she says, I'm gonna need a yes or no from you, sir. And I was like, sure. And that's when it started to sink in, like, oh, she didn't mean that as a joke. She genuinely meant that she wanted to do that job. Something I should add as well is that she wasn't doing anything. She was available. She could have done it. There were 6 people on the clock, which is more than usual, by the way. She could have easily done the task. And you're probably saying, Gabriel, you're an employee. Why don't you do it? I'm like, none of the other managers do that. All the managers who care, who are respectful, literally do the job. And if they're doing that job and they need to do something else, and they see an employee doing nothing when I was doing something, when they see an employee doing nothing, that's when they assign them a job. But me, I was actually doing something, wiping down the tables and cleaning everything. There was plenty of more people she could have called on to do that job, but no, she instead decided to call on me. So I go over to turn the squares and everything. I start turning them for like about 15 seconds, and she pulls me aside and I say, what's up? And she says, what's up? And she's like, what's with the attitude? I'm like, I genuinely thought you meant that as a joke, because I literally have not done that for like since the first day I started. And she was like, why do you think that was a joke? And I told her the honest truth, like, I haven't seen you tell anyone else to do that job literally when you started working. I haven't seen you tell people to do that job like literally ever. And then she told me, well, when I tell you to do something, then do it. And after she made that statement, I was like, I literally was doing a lobby check because you told me to do it. Why would I switch to another task when I already am doing a task that you assigned me? And then she randomly brought up the point that I wasn't shaved. Literally out of the blue. She just says, why aren't you shaved? And I was like stunned and everything. I was like, why would you bring up that point? She was like, just a question. And I was like, because I don't feel a need to shave. And now let me tell you guys, my quote unquote beard isn't even the longest I've had at that job. My job, I've literally grown out this thing longer because you can only make out the sideburns, but under here it has been more clustered than this. I don't even want to call it a beard because it's so thin. I've had this longer in the past before, with her standing right in front of my face at some points, and now she wants to bring up the point that I'm not shaved. So after I said, because I don't feel a need to shave, she just says, well, I'm just gonna send you home because I don't know where you got this attitude from, in which I wasn't showing her any fucking attitude. I'm still trying to currently fucking search where that attitude is because I don't see the attitude that I'm giving her. I respect my bosses when they show me fucking respect. It's funny that I get sent home from this boss, but not my other boss. That my current boss has been only working for 9 months when I worked with my other boss for nearly over a year. It's funny how you feel like you need to send me out because I was giving you attitude, even though my other boss I never showed any attitude towards because I never show my boss's attitude. So she sends me home, I clock out, and I go home and basically explain the situation to my parents, and I'm starting to apply for new jobs. Yes, am I in the wrong for making that joke and thinking that she was joking? Yes. Couldn't she have easily done the task because she's already assigned me a task that she sent me out to clean these tables and everything while the store was completely empty without no customers or nothing? Is it true that everyone at that job fucking hates her? Also yes, because I've gotten some insider information from a manager. All she does is just direct people around while she gets to sit there sipping her fucking drink while we're just doing all the work for her. We are literally her bitches while she's the pimp. I've been treated so fucking disrespectfully at this fucking job. Other people have been fucking mistreated at this job because of this fucking woman, and I hate her with every fiber in my fucking body. I've made multiple community posts on this woman if you guys want to see those, but I'm telling you right now, just stand up against your fucking bosses who fucking mistreat you. I know it's your job and everything, and it might pay you well, like in my situation. That does not mean you sacrifice your mental health where the only reward you get is a decent paycheck. You should not have to sacrifice your fucking soul to a person who doesn't treat you with any fucking respect in this world. Also, I want to touch up on the theory I was talking about before. The reason I have a theory that she wants me to do everything is because I give 100% on everything. I know that's a very bad thing. It's just that in the fast food industry, if you give 100%, your managers always expect you to give 100%. And then for the people who give 50 to 30%, they just expect those people, oh, they're casuals. Let's just hope the people at the 100% do their job. It's so fucked up the way that they do this. It's genuinely mind-numbing. So yeah, that's it. See you guys later. Bye.